up, everybody? Back with a new YouTube video. I've tried to actually record one couple hours ago, but as I was about to look at it, it was not recording any audio for some reason. So we're gonna be redoing this. I was just gonna go over the market recap. So let's go to M&Q. Okay, so a couple things that I've noticed is that we're probably gonna go lower next week. And what makes me say that? Because in the daily range, we have been coming down, and it just makes me think yeah, this whole week was pretty bearish. And we also kind of made a move out of this range that we've been in. So honestly, looks like possibility of a glimpse of what's to come next. We retraced pretty deep, but I don't know why did we not push to these 4-hour gaps. But to be honest, that could be a pretty major draw on liquidity if we do open below, or if our new day open gap, new week open gap is going to be lower. So yeah, that's just one thing I'm kind of keeping in mind, as well as if you guys look at the weekly chart, something I never do, but I decided to look at it. We are actually about to be retesting the midpoint. We already retested it, rejected, and to be honest, I think now we're gonna come back and possibly even go as low as these lows, meaning inversing this weekly. But of course, one day maybe it might go lower, which would pretty much if a daily candle closes below like this low right here, this is a very prominent low in this whole range. It's a significant swing high. And if we break below and close below on the daily, that's your break of structure on the daily chart, which is pretty significant. Okay, back to the weekly. We're about to be retesting this gap, and then we have this 4-hour gap, 4-hour gap right here. So what does that look like? This is honestly a level that was a possibility of my target if we're continuing short at New York Open on Friday, because we started selling off pretty hard. I was expecting us to hit those 4-hour gaps, but we didn't for some reason. Making me think that we rejected off this weekly. Could be the, what happened there. But yeah, anyways, the 4-hour gaps are this 4-hour gap. I mean, this also tiny 4-hour gap. This 4-hour gap. This is just more significant. This is not that big of a 4-hour gap, but it's still there. So if honestly we're taking trades on Friday, or no, I mean Monday, sorry. If you're trading Monday and market's dumping, selling off, those are probably the levels that I would maybe target. Because let me just make it easier on myself. So there we go. If we do go lower, that's just some levels I would like to get hit. So 3-4 hour gaps, pretty good. You could look on the 1 hour chart too, but I like prioritizing higher drawn liquidity, higher time frame drawn liquidity. And as well as, to be honest, this low right here, let's look on the daily if it's some prominent low or not. Does not look like that is the case, but okay, this is not a figure, not there's no imbalance there, but there is a fair value gap on the daily chart right here. Anything that we've had here, we inversed that our 1 hour or 1 day fair value gap through the whole time. And I think we're just gonna continue lower. There's no imbalances here. I mean, other than this one on the daily, which I honestly think we're probably gonna retest and reject off of, because I'm pretty bearish biased towards the new week. And I have not looked at the chart, or I have not looked at the market news that are coming out this week either, so gotta get to do that. But yeah, anyways, that's what just the forecast, kind of like my drawn liquidity for this next upcoming week is looking like. And we're probably gonna open pretty wide. We're gonna have like a pretty wide, big um new week open gap, new day open gap. But yeah, those are just some levels that I would maybe consider, targeting relative equal lows right there on the 4 or the 1 hour. So mark that out too, possibly, as something that would maybe get hit. No, but it did not work. So relative equal lows, just like that, right? So there we go. And let me actually just put that to that one level. So we see a clear low. This is a pretty prominent low that I would target if we are continuing short. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the outlook of the new week that's coming in on Sunday at 6 p.m. But yeah, I want to make this like a pretty short video. Thank you guys for watching. Whoever watched this, appreciate y'all. And I'll see you guys in the next one.